You know where you are? You're in the jungle, baby. Traveling is something we really love to do as a family. Whenever we plan a vacation, our goal is to make it as memorable as possible, especially for the kids, giving them experiences they'll remember for a lifetime. Because we travel often, we like to keep each trip somewhat unique. And this year, we were on a budget. After some unexpected house expenses last year, and with our oldest daughter, Cora, graduating high school and heading to college, we knew we needed a cost-effective trip. Originally, we looked into Cancun but couldn't find a resort that fit our budget while still offering the value that we wanted. So we expanded our search to the Riviera Maya and started exploring budget-friendly all-inclusives around Playa del Carmen. After plenty of research, Brandy narrowed it down to 2 Sandos resorts: Sandos Caracol Eco Resort and Sandos Playa Car. Each had a unique atmosphere, but we chose Sandos Caracol for its jungle vibe and wildlife, thinking it would create a one-of-a-kind experience for the kids. In this video, we'll cover our expectations, tips, and first experiences on day 1 at Sandos Caracol. We'll take you along as we check in, explore the resort, try out the food, tour our eco-family superior room, and enjoy some of the nightly entertainment, all while sharing our first impressions. This video is part 1 of our Sandos Caracol series. Later in the series, we'll take a day trip to Sandos Playa Car to see if we might have missed out on anything there. Will this budget all-inclusive deliver the experience we had hoped for, or will it fall short? Everyone's tastes and preferences are different, so by the end of this series, we'll give you all the details you'll need to make your own informed decision. First off, right now in the beginning, I know I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of all these names, so I'm just gonna try and do my best here. So we are staying 5 nights at Sandos Caracol Eco Resort in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. We brought the whole family. Cora brought a friend. We got 2 separate rooms. We booked our vacation through a Royal Elite Club member. It was basically a VIP pass to Sandos resorts with perks like upgraded amenities and exclusive access to certain areas. Our member hooked us up with a great deal that included all of these benefits. So on this vacation, we weren't just regular guests. We were Royal Elite.
Royal Elite.
See, going on vacation and staying in an all-inclusive resort, or really any vacation, anything that you book or plan, you need to manage your expectations. You need to be realistic about what you paid and what you can expect to get from what you paid. We did some research, read some reviews and all that, and here is kind of what we're expecting from this resort. I'm expecting slower service. Maybe not though. You never know about service. These times it seems like service everywhere is not as great as it used to be because places just are understaffed. I'm not expecting a good beach. I've read a lot of reviews about this beach, seen pictures, I watched videos about it. I'm expecting reservations. That's what everybody says. Most of the restaurants at night you have to book reservations for, and a lot of people complain about that. I think Brandy said we get some kind of extra perk for making reservations as Royal Elitist. We're expecting this resort to be huge. Bad Wi-Fi. Some people said that the resort was dumpy, not clean. Food was really crappy. A lot of people said that the food sucks here. The beach sucked. We didn't book this resort for a beach though. We booked it for the monkeys. This day so far was a pretty normal travel day. We had a super early flight. I think our flight left at like 6:30. 3-hour flight. We arrived in Cancun early.
We made it to Mexico.
Immigration, a breeze. Since we arrived early on a Tuesday and we walked straight through, you don't have to do those immigration forms anymore. I think I said this in our last Cancun video. I think for the last couple years, you haven't had to do that.
So we used some private transportation this time that was recommended by the gentleman that we booked with. He recommended Ocean Transfers and Tours. So you reach out to them via email, very responsive, got an email back same day. With the price, it was one price each way. They picked us up at the airport by Air Margaritaville, had our name on a little sign, and very, very, very prompt and reliable. Is cash payment only. It's a 45-minute drive here to the resort, and then the plan is for them to pick us up in 5 days to travel back to the airport. The driver was very nice. It was a perfect drive. We arrived very early this morning at like 10 o'clock.
So yeah, I've read a lot of things about people saying that their check-in process was really long, but we didn't have the standard check-in process since we're Royal Elite.
We arrived here at the resort at 10 o'clock, but check-in's not till 3. We checked our bags.
They took our luggage off and put it into a room.
They put our bags back in the area, and they took us to the Royal Elite check-in.
Just right around the corner from the regular check-in.
And there's snacks in there, there's drinks. There was a coffee pot, little mini fridge, some liquors up top, but got all checked in for both rooms. We booked 2 rooms for this resort.
And I think that whole check-in process took us about 20 minutes. But we had to wait till 3 o'clock to check into our room.
So we got to utilize the amenities of the resort. We started kind of walking around, walked down like the main street of the resort is what the Royal Elite staff member called it. Walked on down, and as soon as you walk out of the lobby, beautiful like spa and gym, and there are your restaurants, just kind of like the main central area of the resort. So we walked around there kind of in awe of the beauty. We saw a family of the Coatis, or however you say that.
Coati. We just literally got to the resort, not even 5 minutes out here, and we already see the cutest little babies.
I mean, like within 5 minutes of us being here at the resort, we already saw some pretty cool wildlife. So we just continued walking through all the paths.
Just kind of scoping out the resort, trying to get a little bit of a feel for where we're going, because it can be a little overwhelming at first when you first step onto this property and start walking around and seeing the trails and everything. But as you go around, walk around a little bit, you start to realize that's not too bad.
But it was a warm day, and the kids were getting a little bit feisty, and we could tell, so the kids changed into their swimsuits.
I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
Well, anyway, we make it to the main pool.
And then we looked at the kids and we said, just get in the pool.
So they got in the main pool, hung out around there for a while.
There's tons of seat by the pool. We didn't have an issue finding chairs for the 5 of us. There's a lot of us. We even got under a palapa. So, yeah.
I'm ready to get in my room. It's time for a siesta.
We were hungry. None of the buffets were open. They close in between like breakfast and lunch, you know, that kind of deal. So we stopped at Salvia for lunch, which is just like right off the main pool.
Well, we went up there and ate there. There's a bar.
They really only have like snack foods.
It was like hot dogs, hamburgers, and nachos, and like little soft tacos.
I'm so hungry.
It put food in our stomachs. It wasn't extremely appetizing. It wasn't anything special, but it did the trick. The burgers, first couple bites were good. After that, they were not good.
Hung out there. It was nice to just be in the shade. We got some margaritas. They weren't the greatest margaritas I've ever had, but hit the spot for me at the time, right?
Margarita with salt to replenish the electrolytes.
Beach, what I expected, only because I did my research. Doesn't look the greatest. Lots of rocks. At least the section over by the main pool, there's not much beach anyway.
That iguana.
You want to put him in your luggage? What's his name, Adrian?
Michael.
Michael, the iguana?
Oh, he's cute.
So we got to use all the facilities and everything before our room was ready, so that was nice. So we hung out by the main pool. You only have to be 18 to drink in Mexico, so Cora was going to the bar, running us drinks. She'd go up and get something like, hey, do you want something? It's kind of nice that she can go get me a beer now.
Having fun so far?
Look like I am, bro.
It is a big resort, I will say that. And it's got some things that are really attractive about it, or else we wouldn't have booked it. So we'll see how it goes. Time will only tell. It could get worse, or it could get better.
Out like a light.
It's been a long day for that little guy.
At 3 o'clock, we went to check in. The VIP gentleman put us in our golf cart.
And then we had a nice little golf cart ride to our room. That was nice.
And they were telling us how far our room was. We had walked past our room a couple different times throughout the day, and I'm like, I wonder if this is our room. It was. So it's not really too far, but to pull all of your luggage, it's pretty far.
Now, they did have some tropical storms last week, so the resort is kind of like recovering from that a little bit. It's got like a Mayan jungle theme. And it's super cool. I like that whole look because it's a little different than what we have been doing recently in a lot of our other vacations. So it's kind of nice to step out of that and then come someplace here that's a little different. Went back to our room, checked it out. So we did a little room tour of our room.
We did book this resort through a Royal Elite member. So we got a black wristband. So we have access to almost everything at the resort. So this is their VIP wristband. This is also our room key to get into our room. But we are in room 1301. Our girls are in 1311. So we're in the same building and they're both the same rooms. So when you walk into the room, there is a closet to the side here. There is an ironing board and an iron here. Neither of them were fantastic, but they got the job done. There is a water dispenser here. I'm excited about this. It's not cold, which is fine, but there's also no cups. You want to make sure you bring jugs.
We have a safe right here. And we also have a mini fridge, which is stocked up with...
What's your favorite stuff in there?
Fanta, Sprite. So we got beer, Fanta, Coke, Coca-Cola Light.
When you continue walking through your room, there is this nice little area where you can hang all of your clothes from. Each person in the room got a robe, including our little man. So this is where you can hang all your clothes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hangers. Down here at the bottom, there's 2 drawers that are nice sized drawers. And this is like a little shelf area. When you come in a little further, you turn to the left. This is your bathroom.
With a perfect toilet, okay. And what is that bowl doing there?
Nice big mirror. The one downfall to this room, there is no floor to ceiling mirror, but that's okay. We'll make do. It is a cute little sink. And then down here on the bottom is some storage area. The blow dryer, meh. If you have a lot of hair and thick hair, that ain't gonna do the trick. But it just took a little bit longer and I dealt with it. So this is the shower. It has an awesome shower head. I've already showered. Loved the shower. There's a nice little area for you to put your shampoos, conditioners, that kind of thing. They do supply 2-in-1 shampoo and body wash, also known as gel douche, apparently. Continuing on, this is the main area of the room. This is a king-size bed, and there is a twin bunk bed, which Adric's pretty excited about.
Here we got the first bed on the bunk bed, and the second bed's up there. That's my bed. My bed is one of the coolest beds. So we got my sunglasses. So yeah, this is where I sleep.
And then here's a little bench at the end of the bed. There's a coffee pot here with some coffee and some creamers. A little bottle of tequila.
Let's go.
And then they give you a bottle of champagne. They also give you some peanuts and then these cookies. Adric couldn't contain himself. He was so excited to eat one of these cookies when they got delivered to our room.
Ooh, these look good. Can I have one? Oh,
I assume these are Royal Elite extra additional things that you get.
Elite.
But I'm not 100% sure because I've never stayed in any other room. So this is also the only dresser that is here. So there's 2 shelves in there. There's 2 drawers here. And then there's another shelf over here. So if you have a lot of luggage, I'm not sure where exactly you would put it in drawers. It would probably get a little bit tight. There is a TV up here. This is in English. Adric's watching the Cartoon Network. It's in English. I'll have to check and see what the other channels are. I know that's a hot topic for people. And then on beside each side of the bed has its own little stand, has a drawer and the drawer underneath. Each side of the table has its own personal little lights that you can utilize. They look like little reading lights. So those are nice. The outlets here seem to be nice and tight. They don't fall out. The bed has plenty of pillows. The other thing that I'm super excited about is this fan because I am a fan person when I sleep. I actually truly feel like this is a very nice room. And then this is the balcony.
why isn't it working? I'm still learning, okay?
There's also a screen door, but I also want you to keep in mind, there was just a whole entire week of a tropical storm that just came through, so some of this stuff I'm sure is residual from that. I will. But like this screen is broken, but it is so hot here. We're here in the summer. There's no way in hell you're leaving this door open to let that screen door open. No, I would not leave the door open with just the screen. So this is the balcony. Nothing really special. There's 2 chairs and a little table. Your little swimsuit holder over there to dry your swimsuits. We've been sitting out here for a little while, Adric and I, and we've seen many coatis. Coati. They hiss at you if you get too close, so I don't recommend doing that, but they're kind of everywhere around here. We've seen a lot of them in the trees. They don't really bother you much. So yeah, this is the balcony. Looks like it has some damage here. I don't know if this is from the storm or if it's from someone upstairs dropping things off. There is some rust up here that looks like it could be, you know, taken care of. Some graffiti right here. So far, I am actually very impressed with our room. I truly feel like this room is perfect.
5 stars.
We went through different options of booking this resort. There is an option to book on your own. We found a Royal Elite member that does help with registration and bookings. I found him on the resort Facebook page. He came highly recommended. I saw all the names and then I reached out to him and he got me a quote, and I could not believe it was almost the same exact price as booking it myself and to have all the amenities. So this is perfect for us. I love the fact that there are bunk beds. And the other thing that I really like, there's 24-hour room service and the mini bar gets stocked every day. You do have a front window here. We don't have much of a view of our front window, but when you open this up, we get to see some beautiful trees. I think the room is very nice. It looks exactly what you would expect out of a resort like this, like an outdoorsy style, simplistic room. You don't expect anything flashy, but it's all very natural. It's perfect. I don't think we need anything more than this. Everything that we've tested out in this room does work correctly. Everything works great. I love the shower head. It was fantastic for my hair.
My favorite things about this room is the bunk bed and the outdoor space and the TV. Those are all my favorite parts.
All right, let's go. We got around and we went out to dinner.
We realized that we are actually right next to the Mexican restaurant.
We just finished eating at the Mexican buffet. I've waited all my life to eat at a Mexican buffet like this. It was kind of like rapid. They put the meat on your tortilla and you have to like quickly figure out what toppings you want because there's a line behind you. There was like nachos and a really good dessert bar and like kind of like a little salad bar. We had great service in there. The server was very kind. They were very prompt.
The food there was pretty much what I expected. Not bad, but not great.
I really liked the Mexican buffet. I love Mexican food.
But I'd go back there again for sure.
It
wasn't terrible.
You're eating my ice cream. It was so good. We ordered margaritas with our food. Each one tasted a little different. Like one was a little sweet, one was a little tart. One of the best things at that restaurant, other than the chips and guacamole, is their ice cream. So good. How's the ice cream? Good?
10.
Delicious?
So far the food is good. I think I've eaten like 6 tacos today. The guacamole, if you mix some pico in it, it's so good. The ice cream is really good. It's like vanilla bean ice cream. But right now we're at this little spot over by, it's like the Mexican buffet. If you walk out the back doors, there's like a bar back here and then like a little hidden, I guess it's not really hidden, but it's like just a seating area, and there's like a little part of a river or something over here. So far, I love this resort. I think there's a lot to do, but I don't know. I just want to get tan. And then get tan and lay in the sun. There are coatis everywhere. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Coati.
But they're everywhere. We saw a raccoon earlier, iguanas that'll like come up to you at the pool. And then there was also, we were walking over to the buffet and a gecko like fell, like it jumped off of something, a tree or something, fell on Marissa, bounced off of her, landed on the ground, and Marissa like freaked out. It's funny.
We decided to walk around the resort. We ended up in this absolutely beautiful, well-lit area that had hammocks and lots of chairs and a little private bar. And we were sitting in the hammocks and we were there for a little while, walked up to the beach. There's like Bali beds and like a triangle bed and beautiful, like a teepee bed. Beautiful area.
We were on these hammocks, lots of little chairs. It's all lit up real pretty at night right there on the beach.
I can snuggle up in here. I'm taking off my shoes.
Okay. And we were all just hanging out, and then all of a sudden they're like, excuse me, he can't be in here. This is adults only. So family select section.
So Adric got to experience Select Club, even though he's not old enough to be there. I guess we know where that's at now. The paths are lit up at night. The resort is actually really pretty at night.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful resort at night.
I like it. Bring yourself an insulated cup of some sort. Marissa had to go to the store and buy herself one because she didn't have anything. This is good for a variety of things. You can use it for your water, and also if you want to put booze. I saw a guy at the bar, he was having beer put in one of these. So yeah, that's definitely a must bring. Bring some bug spray. Make sure you get the bottoms, your ankles, and your legs really well.
We went to the entertainment area at the theater there. It's in the main central area of the resort.
When we first went by it in the daytime, I didn't realize that there was like an actual theater behind. You drive past it and you see that there's a stage right there with some seating. It's like, oh, that seems really small. No, that's not it. The theater is actually behind that stage, and then there's a whole nother stage that's enclosed, a roof over your head. It's like a legit theater. It had some kind of Mayan show. I'm not sure exactly what that show was called right now.
It was something about a red queen.
It's a little different than what I'm used to at an all-inclusive.
It was actually the most entertaining entertainment at an all-inclusive resort that we've been to.
A little creepy.
It was a little scary. Cora said, we're going back to the room. This is a little scary. I think that was their excuse, but it was just a hair scary.
It was a little creepy, you know? I was getting kind of scared. I was afraid it was going to give me nightmares, so we had to get out of there. It was different.
Everyone was whooped.
We left before it got good. We got up to leave. It looks like we're missing the best part.
So, yeah, the entertainment so far, I give it 2 thumbs up as well. I thought it was very good. I am excited to see the entertainment for the rest of the week and kind of see what they do.
So far, entertainment, thumbs up.
I can tell you the one thing that I'm a little disappointed on so far with the Royal Elite is booking my restaurants through the WhatsApp. If you don't have the WhatsApp, get the WhatsApp. It's very useful when you're in other countries. You can communicate securely with other individuals, companies, that kind of thing, and it's a messenger. They asked us to download the WhatsApp and then talk to the concierge through the WhatsApp, and the Royal Elite concierge will book our dinners and stuff for us. It's not happened yet. So I reached out 4 days. They still haven't booked my dinners. Now there's running out of spots. So kind of disappointed in that because they're not responsive. They responded and then never heard again. And yesterday a guy made a comment to me when I asked about it. He said there's not one designated person that responds to the comments or phone calls. Maybe that should be a thing. But not gonna let that ruin anything. We just went down and physically did it on our own. After the entertainment, after the girls went to their room, we went back to our room.
So far, I haven't experienced enough of this resort to really judge it too much, but so far I'd say my expectations are in line with what I experienced so far. But I think there are some things that stand out to me that I was not expecting. We'll cover that in some of our later videos. So this would be a good time to mention that if you're not subscribed to the channel, we make videos like this, all-inclusives, cruising, all that kind of stuff. Family, adults only, check it out. We'll just give you our honest opinion on what we think about this resort and what we think could be better, what we think kind of sucks. This whole vacation was all about the kids, so we can have fun anywhere. Brandy and I, we just like to throw ourselves into situations. We can make a party out of any situation. So yeah. So I think it's gonna be a good time for us regardless. I gotta go to bed though, man. It's been such a long day. Good night.
Buenas noches.
So far, I think I'm getting what I paid for. We'll see how it goes.
This is our first Sandos resort. Putting our foot in the door here to see if we like these Sandos resorts.
Elite. That was fake. I'm sorry. I wasn't really sleeping, but I'm gonna go right now.